Afternoon, everybody. How are you all doing? Afternoon, Andy. Blimey, made it to 2 sessions in a row. All back again. Afternoon, Diamond. All ready for another exciting session. I got stopped out of something this morning. Can't remember what it was. God, what did I take this morning? I can't remember. Odd Swiss. I got stopped out of that one this morning. That little long got stopped out, pushed up, and then came crashing down again. So out that one. I'll keep an eye on that. I'm in a DAX long at the minute. Just gonna drag my stops up. Whoops, underneath these lows just before the open. Took a couple of positions as we broke. So we had that big move this morning. So I was in a little short down here somewhere. Can't remember where it was exactly I got in. I think it was here I got in as we pushed up and took that out, hit that resistance. So I got in there. Didn't go anywhere. So I put it in the Telegram group. I moved the entry to break even. Literally just after I moved it to break even, we got this big spike up, and we took out those highs, and then we pushed back up again. So I got an entry as we broke that high again there, and added to it. So I've got those two running at the minute. Not quite sure on target on this, so I've pushed the TPs out to ADR. Can't actually see them. There's a line on top. They're there. And I can't get to that line because if I try and select that line, I yes I can. There you go. There's the TPs. Just up at ADR. Not quite sure what we're going to do at the open. So I'll either stop out at the open and grab whatever profit that is. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close one of those positions out now. And let that one run. So what's that? 1% or something I just banked. I'm just going to let that one run. It'll either stop out at the open or we might get a runner at the open, which I'll bank. We'll see. Afternoon, David. Aussie dollar Swiss is coming down nicely. Took one of those off. Oh, sorry, not Aussie dollar Swiss. Euro Swiss, sorry. Coming down nicely. I took one of those off this morning. Yeah, it's coming down very nicely still today. Euro Swiss. We're just running into potential trouble down here. 150 ADR, but obviously we're well extended already today on the euro. So I have a quick flick through all these pairs before the market opens. We got 4 minutes. So this afternoon, actually, I'm going to leave that DAX running over there because I've got that DAX running. I'm going to trade Boocamp this afternoon and just want to basically do a little bit more getting used to this. And looking at levels. So if we have a look at where we are with the levels on the indices, we've just come into that area on the Nasdaq that I highlighted this morning. It's 4 hour. So we've tapped into it and bounced off somewhere down here. I'm expecting to get a bounce, but not sure if we're going to push down a little bit further today. So we'll have a look and see what happens on the open. We're very nicely extended on the RSI. We've had obviously some good down days. So looking for a little bit of a pop back up into this area here on the Nasdaq. And probably continuation move to the downside. S&P as well. That hasn't got down there yet, which is why I think we might have a little bit more downwards movement on the Nasdaq, because I think we're going to push down here as well on the S&P. But we'll see what happens at the open and which way we decide to go. FX wise, during the London session, haven't gone anywhere on these. We'll whiz through them all. Haven't gone anywhere, obviously. Back to where we started. We've done a lot of chopping around, which is good. Afternoon, Mary Payne. Mary Payne, is that? Mary Payne? I there. Looks like Maripane. Aussie dollar Swiss. Obviously that one's pushed down. Aussie dollar yen is pushing down. All the Aussies basically not doing very well today. I've got the Aussie dollar yen, Aussie New Zealand buy on. Just got initial position started on that one. Not gone anywhere yet. Aussie dollar US dollar, I got a buy on that one as well. Waiting for that, but the Aussie dollar is obviously not doing very well at the moment during the London session. So we'll see if we can get that reversed in New York. CAD Swiss is down in that area as well. That I identified potentially for long opportunity. So somewhere in this range here, I'll be looking potentially for a bounce if we're going to continue long. So that's worth having a look at on lower time frames for a reversal alert. Just had one on M5 and it's fairly low to the bottom. So what I might do is stick a quick buy on a retest of that. So we just had a reversal alert. So basically, if we retest and push, I'll get into a long on that one. CAD Swiss, CAD Yen, yeah, just not playing with the yens at the moment. Swiss Yen coming back down into this area, but as I say, I'm not really interested in any yen pairs at the minute. Euro odd, I've got the short on the euro odd, but obviously because we've had a weak Australian dollar, that one is still coming down, still going up rather, because the Australian dollar is still coming down. We've had the reversal alert, we're just retesting at the minute, so hopefully this area will hold and we'll get that nice M pattern drop, and obviously loads of room on this. Could go anywhere, but yeah, loads of room to the downside on it. Market's opening 1 minute. Euro CAD London, we've just sort of pulled up and we're dropping. I have actually just taken a short on this on my funded account. I haven't got any euro on. I wanted to take a euro short, and obviously this pulled back into this accumulation here. Big, strong move, and it's retraced the whole thing. So I've just got into a short on this because it looks like basically it's just filled that propulsion gap, and we're going to do another leg down into here. So we will see. Market's open, as you can hear. Euro Swiss coming down very nicely. Got two positions on that, holding that at the minute. Euro Pound's not gone anywhere. Euro Yen not gone anywhere. Euro New Zealand not gone anywhere. None of the euros really have gone very far today. Pound, same thing. We're kind of hopping around at the minute. We had a little bit of a push up, but obviously we had that big drop. So just not a lot of movement really. Bit of a quiet session for a lot of these pairs today. The New Zealands have started to retrace. We had that big strong push on New Zealand. That's all been undone. So yeah, everything basically has just been undone that was done this morning. US dollar Swiss, I took a short on out of this zone. Lovely M pattern reversal. Took that one this morning. So got the reversal alert on that on M1, looking H1 rather, looking for that to pop down. So yeah, just going to stop out for the second part of that DAX. There we go. We'll just bring the crickets in. $175 on the Aussie yen. Blimey, that's really coming down, isn't it? It's not happy, that Aussie dollar at the minute. Right. So this is the Nasdaq. Big sell area up there. And this is the S&P. Ah, damn, just missed that entry there. So coming down quite hard at the open at the minute. So I'm basically looking to see if this area holds on the Nasdaq. I get the feeling we've got a little bit more downside to go. So I'm just waiting to see whether or not this holds up down here. We've got quite a few levels down here, like where there's a lot of money sitting. So quite possibly we're going to drop back down into there. Buyers coming in now. stopped out on that. Just tried a little long there, just to see if that area was going to hold. But we're coming down into here by the looks of things. I've got brackets on. Don't think I really want brackets on. Let's turn those off. So stocks I've got on tick strike. Basically, these are the top. These are 9 out of the 10 top S&P and Nasdaq stocks. So obviously this is just showing what is actually being traded, and then obviously the average is on the Nasdaq and the S&P. Bit of a mixed bag at the moment. So all the markets coming down fairly hard. S&P's coming down probably the hardest out of the lot at the minute. And the fastest. So we might get a breakout of these lows. Let's just put the Nasdaq over here and we can see what's going on with both of those. Okay, going long one on the Nas. Sorry, the S&P. So it doesn't matter which one you take. Okay, nice little flurry of orders came in there, pushed up. So that's my entry there. Just basically banging that area, which we've just pushed up above. Adding another one. Okay, closing those two out, $400. Gets back that initial loss, back in positive territory. So we didn't get far on the S&P, didn't get down into that area. And Nasdaq basically tapped straight in to that block of orders there and just rejected straight away. Now we've just taken out the highs, so difficult to tell whether we are going to come back down and retest this area. We're just at the moment, we're just sitting with a view of sort of testing this area here. You can see obviously not really got any direction during the Globex session. Good buying coming in now. So I'm just looking at what happens here. Whether or not we absorb all this. If we break through this, I think there's a good chance of us jumping into a long trend today. If we reject that and that all gets absorbed, probably looking for shorts back down to these lows. Trying to short. And take that off $100. Not really lighting up like a Christmas tree. I was expecting a load of sales to come in off the back of that. We just basically pulled down and rejected that very nicely. I wanted to see a load of price action coming in. It didn't come in. But M5, we are now nice rejection on the NAS. And the S&P obviously, it's all looking bearish. Man, I hate these choppy opens. Pick a freaking direction. Yeah. It just seems like that these days, isn't it? At the moment, it's just we get way more choppy opens than we get trending opens. Very, very, very difficult to trade the open at the moment. Good selling coming in. Just a little bit worried about all this volume sitting here. Want to look down to 42.20. I'm very, very, very surprised if we don't come down and retest this area. Nothing really moving at the minute. As you can see, it's all undecided. Dow's doing the same. So 42.02. It's this area here, basically, where we've got this whacking great batch of orders. Afternoon, Burke. But there's just there's no big orders coming in. It's been like it all morning, isn't it? It's just very quiet. Feels like the calm before the storm. I was watching, well, I wasn't watching the news, but I was looking at the news as well this morning. This sounds ominous, doesn't it? Russian Foreign Ministry, we have summoned the German ambassador. Russia plans on expelling 40... When you get summoned by the Russian ministry, that must be a pretty scary thing, isn't it? A load of people frog marching you to go and have a chat with Putin. I'd be very surprised if he comes back out of there. But who knows? Okay, sales coming in now. And some buying pressure coming off this low. Diamond, you're in the Dow, squeezed out a bit, waiting to see if it wants to go. Yeah, don't know where anything wants to go today. We're really choppy. Look at those wicks, just nastiness. Does look south to me though. I think we're going to crack that level, so I'm going to go short one. See if we get absorbed here. If we don't get absorbed here, we're going to pop down to 42.20. Go on. Here we go. Don't accept any afternoon tea. Yeah, if you get invited to afternoon tea at Putin's house, just say you've just had a cup of tea. You'll be on the toilet all the way home if you have another one. No, thank you, Mr. Putin. Closing 460. Quite a lot of absorption there. Hitting this spot, a lot of selling, lighting up over there. We didn't get through. We got stuck. So just getting out, caution, just in case we get a little pop off the back of this. Sellers have tried very hard. Can't get through this level. 42.25. See a load of buying coming in. Struggling. This is what I'm interested in. Okay, approaching 42.20. Okay, those orders are thinning out. See, they've pulled a load of orders from there. A lot of people just pulled their orders when we were approaching this level, moved them back down to here. So this, I think, 42.13, 42.15 is more likely the bounce point. Could try one off of this. It seemed very heavy though. Just breaking out those lows. Dow's not going anywhere really. We haven't made new lows on the Dow. DAX we have. S&P we are approaching new lows as well, 42.27. So this area here is what we're seeing on the charts on Boocamp. We're seeing that area there. Basically all the underlying orders sitting down here, all the limit orders waiting to go long. Can we see the Dow in Boocamp? Haven't got it. We can. Now you're testing me. What is the Dow? Come on, what's the Dow, everybody? My brain's gone. Hang on, I'm going to have to look this up. I can't remember. I'm sure it's Y. It's Y. Where are we? Symbol table. Nasdaq. Dow, YM. Yeah. M is June 2002. Dow futures. Oh, and rhythmic is YMMY. That should be right. CME. I can't get it for some reason. It's not letting me in to the Dow. Load of buying coming through. We didn't get down to 42.20. Big bounce. Selling off up there at the minute, but no, it's YM. This is the list of symbols in Bookmap. It's definitely YM. I'm using Rhythmic, so it's YMM2. But for some reason it's saying it can't find it. I've definitely got the Dow. That's the E-mini Dow futures. MY. Oh, maybe I could try the mini MYM. See if that works. No, it just says it can't find an instrument with that name. I've got error messages on my other. For some reason, my error messages on my other screen. I don't know why they come up on my other screen, but anyway. So yeah, don't know. Okay, buying coming through, lots of it. Sticking a buy stop above those highs in case we're going to get the opening range break. Doesn't look like it though, it's fading back down again. That. Gradual building of limit orders. Stronger as price gets to it. Bounce. Why stream has a delay? It just does. Most streams delayed. It's about 30 seconds or something. Mine is usually delayed by. I don't know why technically, but just do. It's not intentional. It's just what it is. So we look like we're rejecting these highs. We're not interested in going higher at the moment. Going short one. So looking for that 42.20 level. Whoa. Big push. Just closing that out. Typical. Now it goes. Just a bit worried about us getting a bounce off of there. It's quite a bit of orders came in, but it's gone straight through them. Typical. Okay, so coming down to 42.20. S&P, obviously this level here, all around this level is basically there's a lot of buying sitting. So I'm just looking for either a lot of selling here to come in and it all to get absorbed like that and us not make a new low. Or I'm looking for basically us to get down to here, immediately reject it with a load of buying pressure coming in to take a long. Lots of buying volume. Should have had a limit order on it really, but damn, didn't trade that very well at all, did I? Should have held that. Went exactly where I thought it was going. Still very choppy. If you look at the Nasdaq, we are not interested in going above this level. This is heavy. Every time we push, the sellers are absolutely stomping on every buyer. Pound yen 120, 175 ADR was that? Jesus. It's all gone quiet. Just watching, see what impact we get down here. See if this all gets bought up. I think we've got a good chance of slamming straight through all of this today. Oh, what we're doing? Sorry, I was just trying to switch instruments and just trade on the micros. I didn't start it though. That was a really bad mistake. I think I'm about to lose my money. Yeah, stupid. Right, so we're attempting these lows. Have I got to start that then? Click start, stop, cross instrument training. Right, okay, fine. I'm still getting used to this platform. I've got, if you basically, you can trade on different instruments. So you can monitor the ES and you can actually trade on the micro. You obviously have to start this, which I didn't realise. That's why I just took that long, just to see what the size was, and it was a proper full size ES contract. Okay, so orders are getting absorbed down here. Down at these lows. Not a lot of buying coming in though. There we go, sellers coming in now. So it's new lows on the S&P 500. Nasdaq still within the opening range at the minute. Cancelling off that pending order. Okay, here come the buyers at the S&P. So we're down in this zone now that I'm looking potentially for a long bounce on the S&P. 4,200 I think is probably, I mean that's obviously the round number, but somewhere down here looking for some buyers to potentially step in and take this back up. There are no buyers. Okay, I just switched it over to hopefully the micro ES. I'm just going to try a quick long when we get down into this area. Just want to see. There we go. Okay, so this is the micro ES, much smaller position sizing. What I want to do is try and scale into an order down here. As we come down, I want to scale into an order down here and then potentially build it up. So I've got 2 contracts long at the moment. Really not gone anywhere, have we? It's not good today. Dow is really sold out the bottom, so is the S&P. The Nasdaq's struggling though. There's more sellers coming in now. ES has been very orderly decline this afternoon. No breaking structure upwards now. Nothing at all at the minute. Very nice on the way down. Stuck down here though. So we've got some buyers starting to step in. Very sideways. So I'm looking for them to come down and test this whole area down here. So if we crack this 4200 level, I'm out. But basically just look, they're going to try and break through this level to take it down today. But we've had a long move down on the S&P and on the Nasdaq and on the DAX over the last 2 days, 3 days. So the market's due a bit of a pullback. So I'm just looking for it to find support down here and then potentially pop back up today and put a green day in. It's all selling at the minute. As you can see, obviously it's coming down. Adding one more. Good buying pressure coming through. Just going to take it all off at VWAP. If it gets there. Burke, got some problem with reversal alert dashboard. It's just standing there but freezing, not refreshing itself. Have to manually refresh on MT5. No, not heard of that. Sounds like an MT5 problem. I would suggest try it on a different MT5 platform. Just download a fresh MT5 install from a demo account with a different broker or with your current broker. Just a new MT5 install. Put it on there and see what happens. Your MT5 might be clogged up. But I mean, it shouldn't freeze. I mean, it's only testing time frames every 5 minutes. So it's not doing a massive amount of work. But MT5 is obviously a lot more prone to clogging up than MT4. I was just going to say we seem to be running out of buyers, but a few flooded in then. Okay. Big buy order just came in there. You see that one? Right, I'm just going to take all that off and bank it. We don't seem to be getting anywhere. And I still fancy this level down here. This is just a pullback, basically. I'm playing the pullback on this move down. So bounce off of here, and then I still think we're going to come down today, but hopefully that isn't the test of this area. Just watch the NAS up here, and if we get more rejection up here on the NAS, we've got still just over 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes left on this candle. But if we close down back in the opening range high again, we'll be coming back down there, I think, which will obviously mean this is just a pullback before the next move. Slowly. Got a large area of buyers on the Nasdaq sitting up at 13,370 level. Seems to be where the market wants to sell it today. Okay, going short one. Looking for sort of sellers to step in when we break these lows. I'll add. I can't work out the drawing on this. There we go. So looking at low there to be breached, which it just has. Adding one more short. Well, that's really sideways today, isn't it? Got real 150 ADR on Aussie US and 175 on Aussie Swiss. Really coming down. Euro Swiss has just rejected 150 ADR. So that's this level here. What I'm going to do with this Aussie Swiss, I'm just going to I'm going to stick a trailer on it down here. 200. And trail the rest of this. If we do get the breakdown today through there, obviously I'll just trade it down. But if we're going to get down to this sort of level today, we're going to get a pull back up into here. You can always add back in up there if necessary. I've gone into edit mode. I don't know how to get out of edit mode. I hate learning new software. How do I get out of edit mode? None. Oh, there we go. Right, okay. It's hard to see in Boocamp where your orders are. Yeah, it is. It's not very clear. I mean, all you're really interested in is your average. Your average is this line here, that purple line. Obviously, it's yellow if I'm long, purple if I'm short. That's really what you're interested in. But individual orders doesn't really matter because you're averaging into a contract with futures anyway. So this is going nowhere at the moment. There's no liquidity sitting anywhere particularly. Got bearish delta divergence. So delta's pushing up, volume is green, lots of buyers, but market's pushing down. So there's more sellers present than buyers. This is like pulling teeth, isn't it? So I got big batch of orders sitting at 42.10. Basically looking to it's all the buyers. This will be all the buyers that bought out of this accumulation to push that up. They'll all be looking to add into their positions as we come back down and retest this area. Defending this area down here, this 4200, basically looking to go long. Oh God, don't know if we're going to get down there. Really not going anywhere. Look at that. Let's take another 2 contracts short. So the reason I took that trade was this double top. Still looking to target 4,200, but we're really struggling to get there. Really struggling to get anywhere. Obviously, it's just going sideways, but I'm more inclined to say we're going to come and test this area, so that's where I'm aiming for. I think we can move lower today. We have an FVG between 42.13 and 4200. I could see a liquidity sweep at around 41.85. Yeah, I mean, if we break this level, you're either going to do one or two things. You're going to open the floodgates to go lower, or we're literally going to reject immediately. And if we break back above that level, be looking for longs. But we got to test it yet. Just can't get there. It's really struggling to get anywhere near it at the minute. Yeah, I mean, this is what I'm targeting. This whole zone here, basically. This push. Oh, God. Unbelievable. Wow. Okay, that's gone wrong. So we've just pushed back up to VWAP. Just getting ready to flatten this. Just going to give it this 42.30 level. And just see if we get a bounce off of that. No, out. Jeez. Okay, so doesn't look like we are testing that level then. Nasdaq's just made new highs. Luke, so glad you tuned in today. This chart looks psychedelic. I can make it more psychedelic. There we go. Super psycho. Okay, so we just broke new highs. So we'll see whether or not this is an actual break or we're going to fail and head back down. They say you should trade while tripping on acid. Yeah. God, can you imagine that? Kind of need a clear head when you're trading. Especially if you're trying to trade with bookmap charts. Okay, a lot of buyers coming in at the minute, getting absorbed up here. They are all rallying around the lows though, so looks like this is going to get bought up. Shouldn't. Yeah, you know, you shouldn't trade while on acid. Hey, that could be a good channel, couldn't it? The Tripping Trader. Okay, I'm trying to short up here. Back up short there. Got a lot of buying coming in. It's all getting absorbed up here at the minute. So the sellers are just stepping on every buyer that enters the market at the moment. So we've got loads of buying coming in. We're not making any progress. All getting absorbed. We have got a lot of limits sitting there though. So if this level breaks, we'll probably get quite a big reaction to the downside. Quite a few of the guys in Silicon Valley supposedly microdose acid. Whatever you need. I don't think I'll be able to do that. Okay, so this has been selling now constantly for the last sort of 2-3 minutes. Buying rather. We're not making any progress. So there's aggressive buying coming in. But we are not going anywhere. So the sellers are just trampling all over at the minute. Just entered those other 2 contracts short. I'll get out if it break up here. Okay, those limits have gone. Let's see if that was enough. Doesn't look like it. So I got one more level up here. Okay, short 2 more. That took a lot of work to get through there. So these are probably all profit take orders sitting up here now. So it's whether or not this tranche of buyers basically is now done, and whether that's going to trigger a little selling frenzy for a bit. Down candle. We've had 4 up candles on the trot now, or 20 minutes of positive movement. And it's been a real struggle to get that as well. Look at the volume. It's second highest volume we've had for a long time. To get through that level, buyers are exhausted. Hopefully, anyway. We will see. So Nasdaq's made new highs. S&P is obviously pushing up. We're still not broken out the high of session yet. So there's still plenty of room to the upside. So 42.50 round number. Potentially looking for a break back down to this level, 42.32, which is back where we had all this load of orders just come in at 42.30. So see if we can pull back down into this area. Otherwise, I'm going to stop out. If we push up any higher than this, I'm off. Interested in Apple today. Just seeing what we're doing at 42.50. A lot of sell orders in here. They're not being pulled either, so these are actual orders. These are limit orders wanting to go short. It's whether or not there's enough buying pressure to get through there or not. If not, we are going to run out of buyers eventually, and then we'll get that big move down starting. Obviously, the CFD prices are different to the actual futures market, but levels are the same. Sellers getting chewed up today. Okay, so there's 42.50. Piling on top, look. A lot buying coming through still though, so I think I'm going to escape this. He says, just as it starts to come back down again. This isn't selling, this is just the buyers running out basically. There's no sellers coming in. It's just a lack of buyers and profit taking going on. Want to see this light up red really. Otherwise we are probably going to push higher, another 5 points or so, so I'll be out if we push back up above 42.50. Here they come. I'm a dog. Somebody's always coming home. coming back towards break even. So this is a previous flip area basically where the buyers won out against the sellers. So you need to be watching this level just to see whether or not we get that bounce. So if you're looking for a market structure to continue to the upside, you'll be looking for support bounces higher, obviously. If we're going to break back down to the downside, we'll be looking for a break and a retest, then a drop, and then we'll be looking for the next area where we had a battle. But I'm still keen on 4,200. We got so close to it to not actually properly test the area. Just doesn't make sense to bring the market all the way down here and not retest this big round number. But choppy old mess. So these highs, another area I want to be watching. So potentially we are looking long still, but looking to come down and retest, as I say. 42.30, a load of orders just come in at that level as well. So I'm just going to close a little bit of this out. So just closed out 2 of the contracts there. Just going to stick my limit up in this area here. Take another 2 contracts off. So building some orders up here. Back down to 42.20, another batch of orders. So we've just tapped in basically to this propulsion candle here. So that was our accumulation down at the lows. That was the propulsion move which created the propulsion gap. We're just retesting this area. So if we are looking to go long, this is where we should see the buyers start to try a rally, second leg up. So we're selling into this constantly. We're not actually making any progress now. Gonna go flat. Not great move. Got out of it, but down for the day at the moment. So I'm going to stick a limit down there, just so if we come and test 4200, I'm going to get in with an initial position down there. If we do test and reject that level, it could be quite a big move back up again. Plenty of room. If you look at this on a daily chart, obviously we've had, the reason I'm looking to long it out of this area, we've had two big down days. If we get this other down day down into here today, tomorrow I'm pretty sure we're going to get a pullback. Usually 3 down days is enough. You know, normally a couple of down days, push back, a few down days, push back, a few up days, pull back. We're due. So we're due for a correction at the minute, but it's whether or not they want to test it properly down here. As I say, it's difficult. At the moment, it doesn't look like the market really has any clue which way it wants to go, which is not unusual. It's quite a bit of, quite a few limit orders sitting up here at the minute. So these are spoofed orders. So load of limit orders going to the market. As we approach the price, they all get pulled and moved back to a new level. As we approach those, if they don't get pulled, they're legitimate shorts. And that's where we see the big balls eat them up. Yeah. So this is a legitimate sell area. Yeah. Stayed there. As we approached, they stayed. They didn't move. And as we hit them, a whole lot got absorbed. Managed to get a little pop through, and then it collapsed. Same as here. Big ball absorption, pushed off. Sellers managed to win that one out. So I'm just looking to see what happens if we can get up to there for potentially for a short. There you go. See that little disappear? Whoosh, jumped up there. Not real orders. Wow, tough day. S&P's just total chop. So literally not going anywhere at the minute on the S&P. Nasdaq's the only thing we've really had that break on. Managed to get that flurry out to the highs. So haven't come back down and retested anything yet on this one. But looking long today. Dow's come back as well. So we had the opposite on the Dow. but still not gone anywhere this session, really. Same on the DAX. Similar to this morning's session, isn't it? Not gone anywhere. What's the Euros up to? Not a lot. Very sideways. Oh. Aussie dollar yen. Big strong push down. 200 ADR now on the Aussie dollar yen. Just looking at all the yens basically, just to see. So all of the yens are now selling off. So it looks like we have got some strength coming through on the yen. Obviously, we've been waiting for this strength, not against the US dollar though, but we've been waiting for this strength potentially to come in on these pairs. Sorry, one sec. I missed that level. That's the level I was watching. Missed it. So we're waiting for this selling strength to come in. We're right down at support now on these. So potentially this is where we're probably going to buy back up from. I'm a little dubious of this selling action coming in against the yen 2 days before or 3 days before, whichever day it's Thursday, isn't it? Yeah, Thursday morning is the Bank of Japan Outlook report. So a little bit dubious that we're now starting to see this selling pressure or this buying on the yen starting just ahead of that report. Quite possibly this is just enticing everybody in short so that they can come and grab that liquidity on Thursday. All of them moving at the minute. So don't know. I'm leaving the yen until Thursday. I don't really want to take any positions on it, but it's starting to move. But we've seen it so many times, haven't we? It tries to start, and then it just can't get there. So we're looking for longs. Whoops. Okay, 42.25 is in reach now. Missed that. That was where I wanted to get in, up there. Missed it. Never mind. Lots of selling. Wow. Just getting my Euro CAD order I've got running. That's doing really well. Oh, it's not on this account. This is on my other account. Excuse me. Euro odd's not gone anywhere. Euro Swiss is coming down nicely still, trailing my stop. We are at 150 ADR on that though, so I'm not really expecting it to go that much lower. Fairly good moves on all the euros to the downside, still going on at the minute. So all these Aussie dollars we had lit up this morning, still actually all lit up. are starting to show signs of rejection against the Swissy, not against the yen, because that's still coming down. That buy on the Aussie New Zealand that I've got on, just starting to look like it's starting to play out. Can be targeting in that propulsion gap. Aussie US still pushing down at the minute. 85 on RSI now, really extended. Sorry, 15, under 15. Don't often get down to this level. Very rare we get down that low. Very rare, or that high. You know, we just unprecedented levels. Don't get there very often. When we do get there, usually the reaction is quite dramatic in the opposite direction. I've got another pending order sitting down at 200 ADR, which is down at these lows here. So if we do get down to there, I'm going to enter a second position there. I don't think we'll make it, but pound US dollar as well. Absolute collapse, the pound. So very strong moves on the US dollar continuing to go. I've got that short on as well. Can't actually see, let's get that way. That short on the US dollar Swiss that I took this morning on that reversal alert. That one there. So in short on that, looking for a move down to 94. There's loads of selling coming in. I'll look at that in a sec. So we're just putting back up and retesting at the moment on that one. But again, really nicely extended. Just looking for some kind of correction on this after this big, strong push and accumulation. Another leg. So just looking for a pullback move back down into this area. So in short on that one as well. Okay, 42.20. Just missed that entry. I've still got a load of orders sitting down here. Trying to prop this 42.20 level up. Okay, just trying a quick short down here. If we get through this level and we can hold this level, hopefully this time we'll get enough of a run up to get back down there. If not, we're going to need to pull back on this. Oh, I'm so gutted I missed that. Typical. $13,200, we got some orders starting to build up. Adding another short. Okay, it's got some big orders coming here, so looking for this to get smashed through this time. See if we've got enough selling pressure to get through this level. If so, pretty much should be down there. It's literally only Netflix getting sold off. Poor old Netflix. Oh, here come the buyers. So looking for another reaction at 42.20. Pull back, get some liquidity, take a run up at that level. Okay, that's all been pulled. You can blame me. I cancelled my Netflix account a couple of weeks ago when they raised their rates again. I can't live without Netflix. I can't watch normal telly. I can see why people are cancelling. But it's fair enough. We've had a lot of Netflix. Obviously, throughout coronavirus, everybody signed up to Netflix. It grew dramatically, put loads of money into production, and people are going back to the real world now. Still need stuff to watch, though. They'll recover. Got a lot of heavy volume on both sides of the market now. People are getting ready for a move, I think, by the looks of things. If you look at the S&P on the normal charts, we haven't moved. Still, we are literally, all we've done so far for this session is that. So we are basically just, at the moment, we're contracting. So we could well get a move back up somewhere around there. But which is that block of orders there. I don't really want to try and scale into a position all the way up to there. It's going to put me in a fair bit of drawdown, but hopefully we're just going to accumulate and then drop from here. Okay, adding one more short. So we just came up into this area and rejected. Sellers stepped straight in as soon as we got up there. So hoping we can just get this push through. Haven't got far to go. Just need to crack through this. All these limit orders down here. Getting absorbed a lot down here. Come on. Running out of sellers. Macklem speaking. Oh yes, forgot about that. That was our news event today, wasn't it? 4 o'clock. That's really all we got today, news-wise. Where we gone? There. So Bank of Canada. So if you've got any CAD pairs on, keep your eyes peeled. I've got a Euro CAD on. I've just moved that to break even. We have hit ADR today on the Euro CAD anyway, but oh, this is a horrible market today. Horrible. So S&P, this batch of orders that we've got down here, it's all trying to buy up the lows, previous lows. So we're just basically running into everybody trying to buy up the double bottom. We're just running out of selling pressure as we get to it every time. We're just bouncing off the sales, off the buy limits. So it's all these lows from beginning of the session when we pushed down and made the new lows. Doesn't appear to be anything happening with the Canadian dollar. Just watching the couple of CAD pairs on my other monitor. It's all pretty stable. Don't think he's saying anything. Really running into a brick wall here. Okay, first proper attempt at getting through. There we go, popped it. Excellent. Right, so should be good to get down to 4,200 now. Assuming we can get through this level here. I'm just going to take one off. In case we don't. I want to bank something. So we managed to get through the vast majority of these limit orders. We got stuck on that one. There, we're bouncing back quite quick. There's not a lot of buying pressure coming through though, so hopefully the sellers just will regroup and then we'll head down to 4,200. He says just as the buyers start to come in and ruin my day. Where can you see open positions in Boocamp? You can't. You can't see open positions. You mean my open positions? My open positions are the little triangles. Going flat. I don't like this. It's not many. We can't get through. Really struggling to get down there today. Every time we run into decent batch of liquidity, we're just getting bounced. So next attempt, 42.20 again. See if we can hold that. There's a lot of buyers coming in now. See, every time we get in, the sellers are hitting these limit orders, and we're just running out of sellers. There's way more buyers than sellers in the market today. And as soon as we get rejected, we just fly. So struggling to get through that level. Not sure we're going to get that tested. Tricky. So all this is with Boocamp, all you're seeing is limit orders in the market. So this is basically the volume sitting in the market. Obviously, this is the ladder, the limit orders. So all you're seeing is a graphic representation through time on the chart of what orders were sitting where when. Yeah. So you can see there's a lot of orders sitting at these levels, waiting to go long. Yeah, and with the market, when we push towards a level where there's a load of orders sitting, if those orders are actual orders, they will stay there, and we see them stay in the market. So you can see historically, this level here, yeah, ever since that was entered around about what 356, 357 this afternoon when those orders were placed. They sat there and they stayed there. So these were legitimate buyers wanting to get long with their limit orders in the market down there. As soon as we hit that level, they all got absorbed. You get a big ball, which is basically tons and tons and tons and tons of selling pressure, huge volume of sales coming in, and then a bounce, which means basically there were way more buyers in those limit orders than there were sellers trying to crack the level, and that's where we get that explosion. So you can only see the buy and the sell limit orders in the market. You can't see any active orders. Active orders are irrelevant. We don't care. Anybody that's in the market short right now has got to get out the market. To get out the market, they've got to place a limit order to escape their position. We know where they are. We can see them. They've been here for a long time. See, now we're cracking through. So second run, that level now. What do you reckon? We're going to get there this time? Going short. So I would expect a load of limit orders to suddenly start building around there. In fact, it's a little bit higher, 42.20 again. There you go. They're starting to come in. Starting to come in now. Which is where I'm looking to take my second position. Had to break through that level down here. Run out of momentum. Hi XCap, how are you? God, it's 20 past 4 already, blimey. If you trade with it, can you connect it to a broker? Yeah, this is connected to a broker. This is connected to my Apex futures account. This is a futures platform for trading futures. You're trading direct through CME. How's the spread and commission charged? There is no spread in futures. Well, you're looking at the spread. That's your best buy. That's your best sell. These dotted lines. This is the futures market. If you don't know about the futures market, go and research futures. Commission is varies. This is not a broker. This is not a CFD. This is the actual Chicago Mercantile Exchange. These are the orders sitting right now live on the CME. Big order just come in there. Massive order. See this little white line? That means that that whole section of that huge contract that's been entered there is one order. So there's a big guy just stepped in there, wanted to push this long. Which doesn't bode well for me considering I'm short, and I'm short below his order. We've got some buyers starting to enter the market, so not my day today. Trying to get down to this level, just not able to crack that. We've got real resistance to move lower today, which isn't surprising considering the amount of downward movement we've had in the last 2 days. I'm not surprised the market's a little bit wanting to go long, but tons of buyers coming in now. I'm going to get out of this. I'm just seeing what we're doing at this double top. Just spotted this. All got absorbed quite quickly there. I'm just going to try one more short up here. Just bring my average up a little bit. I'm above his order now, so I can get out above this guy. If the market continues to push down, which it doesn't look like it's going to. This is something you see. I've noticed this a few times. When you see that come in, the market gets scared of it. It's almost as if the market goes, there's no way we're cracking that. And everyone flips. Everyone exits their positions, which obviously drives price higher. Seen it a few times. One guy comes in and goes, I'm not letting you pass here. And everyone's like, right, okay. You shall not pass. 167 in DD there. I'm just watching this level. This is where I've got this line drawn in. This 4200 is an area we've constantly bounced at. We've got quite a few orders which just got entered in there. We've got another big block sitting just above us as well. So there are a lot of limits looking to go short up here. It's whether or not we can break that level. We just can't get down. Just can't get down today. Oh, that makes a lot more sense now. Yeah, so futures is very different to CFDs you trade for MT4, MT5 with your broker. Well, it's not different, it's the market. I mean, this is everything you trade on your broker with CFDs, contract for differences, is based on this. This is kind of like raw data for what your broker is basing his price levels on, which is why you'll see this different. Yeah, we're trading at 42.20, 42.21. My broker is trading at 42.26. Yeah, that's not where the market is. The market's not trading there. My broker's trading there. The market is trading at 42.19 now. These are the algorithms that drive the market. And these are their orders. So, got a big block. Looking to defend 42.22. So I'll give it the benefit of the doubt until there. If we smash that, I'll be out up there somewhere and I'll have to take a loss today. Trying desperately to get down to this level, but just not making it. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. This 42.10 level is getting stronger as well. We'll see if we can get one more run at this. We're making progress. So we did put a new low in there. If you look at the S&P, we did just make a new low there. So that run up we had, but you know, market was not able to crack it again. Where was my last order? There. 42.18. Oh, damn it. I was just going to stick a sell limit in there and it got whipped away. Oh, God. Come on. I'm just going to put a sell stop here. So if we break through those lows, selling into all this, into all these limits here, hopefully we'll be able to push through them. If we're going to push down, if we're not, we're going to have one more crack at that level. If we get up to there, I'm gone. Which means basically we'll be breaking these highs. So potentially we've got a double top here. And there's a few orders sitting up there. The vast majority of them are sitting below though, look. Stuck. Whoa, there we go. Okay, so that limit just got eaten. Let's see if we absorb these orders. If we're going to absorb these orders, we should see a pretty immediate reaction back down to the downside. No, we're off. So there's a double top gone. I'm exiting those. Down 350 for the day. I'm not going to have another go at that. We're definitely not making that, are we? New high. Look how what a struggle this has been today. Every run up we've had at this is just rejected. Terrible. So we got that big order. So this is where we bounced. Remember where I took that long? Same level being bought up again, 42.10. So that looks to me like the line in the sand, not 4200. We've got big guys sitting on the limit there, and 42.18 now. There's some big orders starting to build as well. So it looks like they're trying to push it. So the pullback is basically underway. 125 on the Swiss yen to the downside. Still coming down. So this is the area I was looking at on the Swiss yen. For potential longs. So if you're interested in a yen continuation, this is where I'll be looking to enter. So we're in this zone basically. Hit ADR today. So if you're inclined to say that the yen is going to weaken on Thursday, it's a good area to start building. Look at all these Aussies. Unbelievable. $42.18 is a good buy. Let's try one down there. I don't think we're going to get down there. Last trade of the day. See if we can get back to break even. Would be nice, wouldn't it? So basically, I'm just trading this small at the minute. This is my Apex funded account. So I'm just trading it with micros, trying to get used to this platform basically. Okay, so that's a batch of orders from there, look, that's been taken out of the market. All been replaced back down there. So this is the actual level that they're interested in, not this one and not this one, by the looks of things. All moved. So by me adding these into the market, you can see I'm adding to these numbers basically. So this is just the same as what all these guys are doing. We're just entering limit orders in different locations. Don't you dare hit 4,200 now. If this goes down there on this attempt, now that I'm long, okay, I'm just putting a stop loss down there. If this is going 4,200 this time, I'm just going to go below this low, just in case. Just give it a bit of room in case it pops and then disappears off the highs. It is, isn't it? This is the time. This is the run that we're going to hit the 4,200, and it's the time that I've decided actually we're not going to hit 4,200. We're going to go long out of this zone here. Make it up, could you? It is as well, look. What a day. Out, flat, 600 down. Talk about getting it wrong today, my God. S&P destroyed me. So literally all we've done since the open is chop. We're now heading down to 4,200, where I said we were going to go at the open. So what I should have done is just said short at the open, gone and made a cup of tea for 3 hours, come back, and I'd have hit TP. Is the numbers on the right the amount of millions of the orders, or the count of the orders sitting there? So that's the number of contracts sitting at each level. I think it is multiplied. Yeah, it's not the actual number of there is a multiplication in there. It's not in millions, it's number of contracts. I think it's I don't know. I'd have to have a look at the Boocamp and how they're reporting it, but might tell you on the volume. Don't think volume gives you any actual. Whoa. No, it doesn't give you any numbers. So if you want to trade this, watch these levels. You see this first batch here that was sitting above 42.01. They all pulled their orders just as we started getting close. This 4,200 level is actually where everybody's sitting. So we may get the bounce off of that. I've got 2 limit orders sitting here for longs. I should really get rid of those. Get rid of them. I do not want to be going long after the bounce. Very informative day. Not very good trading day though. Bit of a mess today. Very, very hard. But hey. Right. So, Kajien 150 ADR. We are really rejecting this level again. If I buy this, you can all sell it. Because if I buy this, you know they're going to hit 4,200. Ignore these because this is not the real numbers. Loads of buyers coming in now. Now I got out my positions. So I'm holding Oz, Euro, Swiss. I'm just probably going to get out of that shortly. So Asian sessions, New York session's not really gone anywhere at the moment. Euro odd. Let's move those out of the way. I've got my sell orders on this one. So the one that I entered into this morning. Was it this morning? I think it was this morning. Was it this morning or Friday? Can't remember. No, it's Friday I entered it, wasn't it? obviously we've just gone nowhere so far really. No, it was today, sorry. Yes, we did enter that one today. So still looking for that one to come down. Decent pullback on that drop there. US dollar, I've got short on the US dollar Swiss. Again, not gone anywhere so far today. Haven't got any New Zealand on. Haven't got anything on the pound either, I don't think. No. That was about it, isn't it? Euro Swiss. I've got Euro CAD running on my other account as a short. Nice 3-bar reversal. So looking for that to pull back down. Some point down to there. And had that Aussie New Zealand as well as a buy. Did I have an Aussie US? Yeah, and an Aussie US. So I got an Aussie US and an Aussie New Zealand buy, really nicely extended. So just looking for basically a pullback on this move. Initial targets somewhere in there before we get to this accumulation. We've got that accumulation drop there as well, which I think is probably the best target because that's within the 38 to 50 pullback area. Aussie New Zealand, this one could go anywhere really. Well, obviously we broke down from here, so anywhere up there really, but I think that is the most realistic target. That accumulation drop there, that is where I would look to target from Friday. So that's, you can see where I've got my TP just below 100% ADR for the day, which is basically before we get up to this accumulation. So potentially looking for an accumulation bounce if we're going to continue to the downside. But we're not managing to get anywhere at the moment. These Aussies are still very weak. So yeah, that's all I've got for you today. If you're going to carry on trading these this afternoon, good luck. It's a choppy mess at the moment. We are getting some movement, but we're not getting any directional movement. Look, Nasdaq's back to where we started. Horrible long wicks today. Just horrible. Really are flushing. They're just flushing out everybody today. You've got all flushed out at the start. If you're lucky, you might have caught that. If not, you might have caught that. Otherwise, you're just chopped today. Horrible. Horrible session. Each live a class for me. As long as you learn something every time. That's what's important. Whether I make money or not is irrelevant. Pound yen, 200 ADR. Wow, that's really coming. That yen, I don't know. Isn't it? I don't know. Is this the start of the yen? So we're just pulling down into the accumulation on the yen before we broke. Is this it? 200% ADR. That's a big move. Big move. If you look at the other pound pairs, just to get a gauge, obviously the pound is incredibly weak at the moment. So a lot of this is going to be pound, but equally all the other yen pairs, you know, they're really not doing well, are they? So this could well be the start of the yen. But like I said earlier, I'm a little bit dubious about this actually happening just before we get that announcement from Croda on Thursday, the Outlook survey. So this could well just be manipulation ahead of that, which they're just going to pull it all back and do a V-shaped recovery on the whole move. Look at that horrible. Look at it. Can't trade that. Ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to leave it there today. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 7:50. We'll have a look at the FX pairs again, see where we are with the FX pairs that I'm in at the moment. Euro Swiss, I'm probably going to be out of very, very, very shortly. We've done 150 ADR on that, so this thing's due a pullback. So I'm just going to lock all that position, all that profit in from... looks like I've got out of one. I've exited one already. Okay, so I've exited one of those Euro Swisses there. Obviously got tapped out the spread. If you look at the spread, when we got there, I got spread and tapped out on one of those positions. The other one didn't. So one micro pipette by the looks of things. I didn't get stopped out on that second position buy. So I've just taken that first one off. The second one, obviously, we're still running in. So, but I'm pretty sure I'll be getting out of that one today. Okay, so have a good afternoon, evening with whatever else you're doing. I've just broken. Whoa, why is my tick strikes all become unlocked for some reason? I hate it when you do that. For some reason, every now and again, tick strike unlocks. So these all lock together. So if you do that and then that. Oh, they're not even locking now, look. It did this to me the other day. So they're all meant to lock together so you can pull them all around at the same time. But occasionally they unlock themselves like they've just done there. Which is an absolute pain in the backside. But never mind. Not your problem, my problem. 200% ADR on Euro Yen just hit just before I go. So yeah, hopefully if you're going to carry on with this afternoon, good luck. Bit of a choppy mess. I'll be back tomorrow morning. We'll have a look at all the FX pairs that I'm in, see if there's any more we can start to build some positions in. Yeah, hopefully we'll get a bit more money out of the Frankfurt session in the morning. So I did well out the DAX this morning. 2.6% this morning on the DAX, so that was good. But not done so well on the futures this afternoon. But hey ho, give and take. So yeah, back tomorrow morning, 7:50. We'll have a look at the Frankfurt session, have a look at the DAX, trade some more DAX, and then we'll have a look at the FX pairs and do another analysis. All right, so have a good one this afternoon, guys, and I will see you again tomorrow morning.